Hey hikers, Muppet here with Good Nature Trails. I am behind the camera today to show you all of my gear, most of which that I carried for the Colorado Trail and all of it that I am carrying for the Arizona Trail. So I'll basically just start in a line in no particular order and bring you up through the top line and just take you through everything I'm bringing. So my dog is being a little noisy right now. All right, so starting off, we have a Sea to Summit pillow. I know this isn't an essential item, but I do like having a good pillow. So I'm carrying it. Right next to that, we have my Enlightened Equipment synthetic down jacket. Love this jacket. It's kept me very warm. Next, to save money, highly recommend going with Frog Togs. It gets the job done, keeps you dry when it rains, and again, it's very cheap. Only 20 bucks for this Frog Tog jacket right here, this Frog Tog rain jacket. Next to that, I have my ass pad. Definitely a great luxury item. Basically, if there's no soft surfaces around or just rocks to sit on, I can make any rock comfortable. I also use this as a frame on the back of my pack because my pack is a frameless pack. Next to that, I have my sunglasses, prescription sunglasses. I am a glasses wearer, so I can't see without glasses, so I do have prescription sunglasses. Carried those in Colorado. They were great. Next, we have my cooking setup. I've got my Toaks pot, a REI pot scraper, a BRS micro stove, and a spork. Next, a very crucial item for the Arizona Trail especially, is my Sawyer squeeze, my water filter. Above that, I have a Black Diamond headlamp, some Z-Pack steaks to go with my Z-Pack's duplex. Right here, I have all the pooping equipment. I've got my trowel, my Gold Bond for, chafing in that area, and I've got my toilet paper. I also carry town shoes, not just town shoes, camp shoes for camp, just to give my feet some room to breathe. What's going on, Dorothy? Next side of the line here, we've got my hiking shoes. I've got All Trails. I hiked in All Trails on the Colorado Trail. I just hiked in the waterproof ones, and they made my feet sweat a lot. So I am not going with waterproof this time. This is definitely a lot more breathable. I went on a few little hikes wearing them, and they were great. Next, we've got my socks. I've got a pair of Darn Toughs, a second pair of Darn Toughs, and a pair of wool for sleeping. These wool socks are really, really warm. Don't know what brand they are, but I used to use these at work when I worked outside in the winter. They always kept my feet warm, and they keep my feet warm on trail too. Moving on, we've got my hiking outfit for this year. I've got a pair of shorts from REI and an REI SPF shirt. On the Colorado Trail, I wore a Columbia Light Ridge shirt, button down. That was fine and all, but I think I'm just going to be a lot more comfortable in a t-shirt. Next, we've got my base layer here, which are 32-degree thermals, I guess, but the brand is 32. Go with the heat if you want to stay warm, and there's cool if you want to stay cool. But obviously, I just wear these at night, so I like to stay warm. Next to that, we've got my sun hoodie. It's got a UV rating of somewhere around 50, so that'll keep me hopefully protected from the sun out in Arizona. I've also got my mid-layer pants right here, which are Cuddle Duds. They are women's yoga pants, and they are incredibly comfortable and incredibly warm. Highly recommend them for anyone. You don't have to be a woman to be in some good cuddle duds. As far as my mid-layer shirt goes, I carried a Patagonia fleece on the Colorado Trail. I'm swapping that out for the Sun hoodie. Next up, we have my Light AF Gear backpack. Shout out to New Jersey. I'm a huge fan of this pack. It did me really well. The only thing I wish I did different was get a frame for it. But again, that's where my ass pad comes into play. I just throw it on the back and make it a makeshift frame. It's a little sweatier than a frame, but whatever, it's fine. Next, we have my Black Diamond trekking poles. These things are great. They're tough, durable. Not much else to say about that. Next, we have all my charging equipment. I've got a plug here with, if I can find where they are, 2 attachments on it so I can charge 2 things at once. I've got my battery here. It's an Anchor battery. These are great. They carry a lot of juice. Then I've got some miscellaneous cords and a charger for my camera battery, which we'll get into in a second. And then I've got some headwear up here. We've got an Outdoor Research sun hat, again, just to protect myself from the Arizona sun. And here's a new piece that I am happy to add to my gear collection this year. This is a wool hat made by my wonderful roommate. And it's extremely comfortable and doesn't make my head itchy, which is great. Then we have the new camera. So when I hiked the Colorado Trail, I filmed everything on my phone, but stepping it up a little bit this year and taking out a GoPro. So that's where this extra battery comes into play. The other battery is actually in the GoPro camera right now. I almost forgot this, which is my bag of miscellaneous first aid items such as ibuprofen, painkiller, fever relief, cold medicine, so on and so forth, duct tape, and repair kits for my sleeping pad and all that other good stuff. But yeah, this is how I carry all that, just in a plastic bag. And last but not least, my sleeping system. I've got a Nemo tensor. It's insulated, and it is the wider version. It's not the mummy version. This is just a personal preference because I spread out a lot when I sleep. And on top of that, we've got the Hammock Gear ground sleeping quilt. Love this thing. It is rated to 20 degrees, and it kept me warm throughout all of Colorado, and again, hopefully will out in Arizona. So this is my gear. This is what I've been carrying for the better part of a year, and I'm excited to try it out on the Arizona Trail. I'll keep you updated if any of this gear changes or anything is added or taken out or anything like that. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. I am still learning. I am no gear expert. This is just the gear that I've come to find that works really well for me and my personal needs as of now. This is all subject to change, and that's just the great part of gear. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Oh, I also forgot to mention, one of my favorite pieces of gear right here is my Fanny Pack. Great for snacks, great place to put your phone, great place to hold your wallet, anything. Love the Fanny Pack. And something that I don't have listed up in here is my town clothes. I've got just a regular pair of running shorts here and a nice little comfy Muppet-themed shirt for town. And yeah, that's all my gear. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the trail.